Welcome to the IELTS Focus. In this guide, we're going to break down exactly how to write a high-scoring IELTS Task 2 essay step by step.
Okay, let's dive right in with our example question for today. We're going to use this prompt to walk through every single stage of the writing process, from the initial plan all the way to the final conclusion.
Before you even think about writing a single word, you've got to get this first step right. It is absolutely crucial. Think of it like building a house. You need a solid foundation, right? So, when you start your introduction, here's a golden rule. Never, ever just copy the question. You got to paraphrase it. Restate it in your own words. Why? Because doing this right off the bat shows the examiner, hey, I've got a great vocabulary and I totally get what you're asking.
Okay, now, this is a simple but incredibly powerful tool. Seriously. Before you even start writing your essay, take a minute to create a quick synonym table, just like this one. It gives you this amazing bank of words to pull from, and trust me, it's the secret to not sounding repetitive.
All right, let's move on to the introduction. This is your essay's framework. A great intro is kind of like a roadmap. It tells your reader exactly where you're headed.
Your intro has two really simple but essential jobs. First, like we just talked about, you paraphrase the question. And second, you state your position, super clearly. Don't be mysterious about it. The examiner needs to know what you think right from the get-go.
And here we have a perfect example of a strong introduction. See that? The first sentence rephrases the prompt beautifully. Then, the second sentence just comes right out and says, I strongly agree. And here's the part that really pushes it to a high score. It gives a little preview of the main ideas you're going to cover. It just sets the whole thing up perfectly.
Okay, now for the main event, the body paragraphs. These are the pillars holding up your entire argument, so they need to be rock solid and well-structured.
Every single strong body paragraph follows this simple, super effective three-step formula. First, you have your topic sentence. That's your main idea. Then, you explain it. Tell us a bit more. And finally, you back it up with a specific example. Let's see how that works in action.
Okay, look at this. The first body paragraph kicks off with a totally clear topic sentence. We know immediately that this whole paragraph is going to be about preserving culture. There's zero confusion. So, right after that topic sentence, the writer explains the idea, linking art to national identity. But what really makes the point hit home, it's that specific real-world example from Vietnam. See, that's what proves your point isn't just some vague idea, it's something that actually happens.
All right, on to the next point. The second body paragraph introduces a totally new idea, and again, it's signaled by a crystal-clear topic sentence. This one's all about the financial reality that so many artists face.
The crucial point here is that financial aid isn't just a nice-to-have. For many artists, it's a lifeline. The explanation shows how talented people might be forced to just give up, and then using examples like musicians or painters makes this idea feel really concrete and easy to understand.
Okay, let's look at the third main idea. And you're probably seeing the pattern by now, right? Another clear topic sentence. This time, the focus shifts to the wider benefits art brings to all of society.
This is such a great way to show the connection. The writer links art to important skills like creativity and critical thinking. And then, by using examples like free school concerts or public exhibitions, they show exactly how government support can directly enrich the whole community, especially younger people.
Now, the final argument is a really smart one. It reframes the whole idea of support. It's not just a cost, it's actually a smart economic investment for the country. And this is how you show that the economic returns can actually be huge. By linking the funding to real-world outcomes like more tourism and new jobs, the argument becomes incredibly persuasive. It proves that the benefits can often be much, much bigger than the initial cost. You've built all your strong arguments, and now it's time to finish strong. Let's take a look at how to wrap everything up neatly and powerfully with the conclusion.
A great conclusion really only does two things. It restates your position and it summarizes your main points. Notice how this example doesn't bring in any new ideas. It kicks off with, in conclusion, clearly says strongly agree again, and then just lists the main points from the body paragraphs in one nice, clean sentence.
So, after all that, what's the one thing you really need to remember? Let's put that whole blueprint together so it's super clear.
And here it is, the blueprint in its simplest form. You've got an introduction with two jobs. You've got your body paragraphs that all follow that topic, explanation, example, formula, and a conclusion that sums it all up without adding anything new. You can literally apply this structure to almost any IELTS Task 2 essay you're ever going to face.
But, practice is what really turns this blueprint into a high score. You have the structure, you have the strategy, so really, the only thing left to ask is, what topic are you going to tackle first?